And this is Todd. So let me go ahead and get some lights on in here. Some lights. I was getting ready to clean up my little area here from our last videos. It was a disaster, and I realized I need to swap out all of his parts for the other parts that I have, so I can actually put them back to the one that came in. Now I'm losing my train of thought. The one that came in the 4-pack that was special. So to do that, we have to tear him apart, steal his loincloth and his boots, give him this guy's loincloth and boots, and then put him back together the way he was originally. And then I have some other cool ideas I want to show you guys that you guys are going to love. They're really awesome, and I'm pretty excited about showing you some of my ideas that I have coming up. I purposely did not put in the description what the idea that I have is, because I don't want to spoil the fun. And for those that are true fans that join me, get to see the coolest thing coming out real soon, which I'm really excited about. All right, so let's go ahead and start fixing this guy. So we'll start here with his legs. And we'll just pull those right off. And here are the legs to replace. So don't get them too mixed up and too lost. We'll just toss these in here. Droop into the hot water with the legs. Let's see who's on here. Juan Solo, thanks for joining us. Mike, thanks for being here. D. Griff, thanks for being here. The Rickster, thanks for being here. And let's see, Dwight, thanks for being here. Jamie, thanks for being here. And Godzilla, thanks for joining us. All right. We got the whole crew here. We got the whole crew online. Doesn't quite rhyme right. But, okay. That's right, this straw. This straw is part of the fun for today. Do-do-do, 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 do-do. Okay. Let's first start by stealing his boots off. I was hoping it'd come off easier this way, but maybe I would have been better off just unbuckling the... Okay, I'm unbuckling it now. Unbuckle! Oh, that light's making all kinds of noise. Phew. Okay. And this goes on this leg here. And then we'll stick this leg on. Oh, not hot. I forgot to heat it up first. I guess that would help to actually heat it up, right? Hey, Felix, thanks for joining us. Okay. Just about done. I gotta find another light over here. I'll try it again. Let's see if it's still gonna hum on me. Oh, it's not making noise now. We'll see how long that lasts. Oh. Not very long. Alright, we'll just put a light directly onto the camera. There we go. What is it, bro? You will find out very soon. Oh. First, I gotta take care of business with all these figure pieces that I got to put back to normal. And the reason why I'm changing this guy out, I know it seems like it's the same figure. Why are you wasting all this time, hero? This one is from the 4-pack. This one is from the individual package. And I decided the only difference really is the head. So I'm just going to pop this head off. And when I want him to be 2000X, I'll just grab this head and stick it on. So there we go. He's back to normal. And now let's snag the parts to put my other guy back. I was looking for the legs, but they're already in the pot. Oh, it's Battle Axe. Battle Axe! I'll go stick them on the shelf while those parts are heating up. Now I know you're probably going, what the heck? The skin tone is just slightly different. And that's one of the main things. He has more yellow jaundice to him, and he has more regular flesh tone. So that's the difference between the two. Plus this has the red dots on top. This doesn't. And so I just wanted to keep it all the way it was originally without being mixed parts. All right, I put him somewhere off to dry. Oh, now I'm knocking everything over. All right. Let's pull these legs off. And stick them back on him. Now these legs were from Ric Flair originally. For those that missed the video where I did this, it was actually somebody's idea here to try this out, and it worked really good. And I liked it a lot, so I'm going to keep him so I can have an origin size Vicron. There we go. There we go. Hooray! And I use Vicron's actual hands so you can hold the larger weapons. Okay, so he is... Oops, got to put his leg bands back on. Lift, 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 right, left. We'll stick this one on the left. And then... Gotta buckle your sandals, right? Fit. Fit. You can do it. There we go. And now for the right one. So I didn't unbuckle earlier. There we go. And okay, there we go. Now all is right with the world because I have replaced my 2000X the way it's supposed to be. We got our Vicron origin size back the way he probably should have been originally. Instead of using the expensive figure, I should have used the inexpensive one. So we'll set him aside now. And now we'll fix Prince Adam. Set him aside. What am I going to do with this body? What am I going to do with this body? And he's back to normal, so we'll put him aside into the scrap bin. I got to keep these legs together just so that I don't lose track of whose legs. I'll use the wrong loincloth for now. We got all these awesome Ric Flair extra hands. So we'll take all Ric Flair's parts and toss them into the bucket o' parts. Where did that Skeletor go? I had a Skeletor missing feet, and I was gonna replace those two. That's crazy. Crazy. Let's say I have a purple. And I have a dark purple. Oh, there's a dark purple. Oh, come on, Beast Man. Ah. There we go. Now I gotta find where I tossed that Skeletor. Nope, nope. There he is. Dun 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 dun. So let's go ahead and give him back his original boots. And then he will give Clawful. I'm thinking these dark purple ones look kind of cool. Oh, it's the same ones. Nah, we'll give him back. Of course, these ones actually match better. They do match better. Clawful's keeping his... We're giving Skeletor his purple ones. Okay. Almost done with the mess here. We'll just toss these on the wrong underpants. He-Man, you're wearing the wrong underpants. Oh, and the wrong boots. No. There we go. Ta-da, in the scrap bin. And I don't know where these purple feet came from, but they match way better than the ones he came with originally. So he's getting these ones. I mean, look, it is the exact same color. Where the other ones are kind of weird bluish. All right, Skeletor's back to normal. He's already been back to normal. Set him over here for later. And these legs I don't care about. There's some garbage. Into the spare parts bin. Back to the spare parts bin. All right, I think that's cleaned up enough. It is time to show you what I have discovered. What I have found out. Okay, I was watching a guy online and he makes these really cool lightsabers. And I'm like, dude, how can you make these cool lightsabers? They actually lit up with no extra batteries outside the hilt. So I'm like, okay, there's got to be something to this. I've never seen nothing like this before. This is crazy. Now, as a kid, I made lots of lightsabers for friends. I'd use straws and make them and stuff and all kinds of other things. But when I saw these, I was like, now I can't find the pack of them, but I have one sitting out. These are little lures for people who fish. And check this out. Okay. Hey Siri, lights off. It's thinking about doing. There we go. Now when you take this and you shove it all the way in, it lights up and it's actually pretty bright. So I was thinking, if I was to take and add a straw to this, here's my straw right here, and jam it on the end of the light bulb, look at that. I got myself a mini lightsaber with an itty bitty battery pack. I was like, oh, that's so cool. And I painted this with some matte finish on the straw. This one was totally clear, it didn't work quite right. And then you just pull this little light bulb out a little bit, and then when you're ready to turn it back on, you click it down in place, and bam, you got yourself a really inexpensive lightsaber. Now I have a link to these lights in the description, and they come in green and red, I think blue too, so you can do all kinds of stuff. And I was like, that is so cool. Now you can buy these batteries as rechargeables, but they only last, I believe, like 10 hours, I think. This one will last 60 hours. The first 30 hours, though, is bright. The last 30 hours is dim. But you know what else you can use these for? Check this out. Check this out. If I put this right behind the flame here. Flame on. Let me turn the light off so you guys can see how cool this looks. Ka-ching! Look at that. Look at that. And so I was thinking I could take and make a 3D flame that has a hollow handle to put these little lights in, and I can make a bunch of little light up torches. Oh, that would be so cool to have a bunch of light up flaming torches. That could be really, the possibilities start to open up And it's like all these cool possibilities. So I was thinking, we got this guy with a whip. Whip! Indy, throw me the whip. I cannot believe the guy from Indiana Jones is the guy from Spider-Man 2 that played Doc Ock. I just found that out the other day. Anyway, so let me undo the battery here. Now I was thinking, this is just a battery with a little light in it. You could take and pull this thing completely out. And once you do, you can put any kind of light you want in there. And so you know those long strip lights that I use for my lava? I tried one in there and the whole entire strip lights up. And I was thinking, oh, I could take that long strip and I could make it into the whip so the whole thing lights up, not just the little tip of this being lit up on the end. So I started thinking that, I thought, wow, that could be so cool. Now this isn't as bright as it was when I first got it because I've been playing with it a lot and I'd lost the other 5 that I got. They come in a 6-pack. But the idea of these small little lights, there are so many possibilities now, you know, and so I wanted to share this with you guys right away so you guys could go buy them on Amazon or do what you want. And so as I start to design things for it, we could have fun. And look at that. It actually lights his face up. I'll stick it in Darth Vader's hand. Okay, come on, Darth Vader. Come on over here. Take out your other lightsaber. This lightsaber I designed to use a laser in it. It's got a clear bottom in it. And so the clear bottom you take and you shoot the laser up through the bottom and it lights up the saber. But this is even cooler than that because you don't have to have any external source to light it up. You just stick it in his hand. Now, you can use a black heat shrink tube on it to make it a little bit thicker or to cover the silver. And you got yourself a pretty fun, easy little lightsaber. I mean, in the video, it looks different than it does in person. In person, it's actually all red, not so yellowish on the bottom. But, I mean, look when he holds the saber close to himself. I mean, it's kind of cool. Especially if I was to use those long lights that the whole entire strip lights up. Now, I did put a chunk of foil on the end of it to try to have the light bounce back because it was just getting lost, but that didn't work right in my little experiment. And then I did fill the tube full of water at one time, and it worked a whole lot better. So a solid tube would work better than it wouldn't be a tube then, it'd be a solid rod. It would work better than just I gotta fix this head, it's driving me crazy. Anyway, let's see what you guys have. Rio Blast is cool. Rio. Good to make wall torches. I wouldn't use it for wall torches, Felix, because these only last so long. I'd actually run wiring for my wall torches, attached to the wall. But something you can hand hold that you don't want the figure to have a battery pack on. That's the beauty of this, because you could take and do all kinds of cool stuff. Because normally you have to have some sort of wiring coming down and then put AA batteries in his backpack to light it up. In fact, if I was to make this guy and not tell people how I made it, I bet you most people would probably guess that this is full of batteries in this backpack. But no, it's all within the handle of the torch. That'd be so cool. I just can't believe how bright it looks. And it just looks so cool. Look at that. Look at that. Now, like I said, this one's starting to die a little bit. I gotta find my other ones that I had. But it's just so cool. And it actually lights his face up a little bit, like it's really the light coming from the fire. Especially if I had it inside of it instead of just on the back of it. That would look so much better. So I'm not going to ruin this, guys, but I am going to make some, like I said, some 3D ones that will have a little hollow tube to swap them out and then put those in there. That's going to be really cool. I'm really excited. And I just wanted to show you guys first before I got too far on the projects. But I just can't believe they make batteries so small, like the size of a ladyfinger inside this tube. And again, they also make rechargeable ones that use USB sticks to recharge. So cool. All right. Yep. And again, like I said, not a great idea for the torches because you'll be changing lights all the time. It's better just to hook up wiring inside your Castle Grayskull for the torches. That way you can have the battery pack somewhere else. All right. Getting Darth Vader's head back where it's supposed to be. His head popped off in the box, and so it wasn't stretched anymore around his neck like it should be, not popped on. There we go. It's been bugging me for a while. His head keeps popping off. He just popping off, Darth Vader. Anyway, there is my Darth Vader. Darth Vader. Hey, I'm saying the name wrong. So cool. So cool. Yep, exactly. Better use real candles for Grayskull. Yep, yep. Yeah, you could use them for little candles. That'd be kind of fun. You could have, 12 of them sticking up or something for some kind of weird little candle thing. Now, they are a little bit on the long side. I know the guy also makes lightsabers for the 3-inch figures too. I'm not sure if he uses... I don't know if he uses these or not. He could use something completely different. I have no idea. I just found these online and thought, wait a minute, that will work. And but they might have something else. I don't know. But it's such a small battery pack. Like I said, the possibilities are fun, fun, fun. And he'll have fun, fun, fun. Anyway, I need to get that foil out of the end there. Stuck in there. There we go. I still got foil residue. And now you can have the end of the tip actually pointing a red light in his face. Ah! Do 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 do. All right. Let me show you my laser that I used to use. Let's see if it's even has batteries in it anymore. There they are. Oof, they are covered in dust. Woo, there's a green one. That is bright, bright, bright. Oh. That one's dead. I think it's the blue one. And then I have a red one here. The red one's not nearly as bright as the green one. But the idea was I would take and put my lightsaber in there and light it up with the actual laser going into it. And you have to get it just right for the laser to reach the tip. It takes a little bit of talent and skill to get it just so. Now it does light up the green one way better. Or the clear one with the green. Alright, Princess Leia. So, my second design was just to make it clear. So here's the clear one. And the clear one, oh, she's got a lot of gun. Look, she has a little rose figure in her hands. I forgot I made the little rose figure. That's funny. Stupid rose figure. Anyway, so the clear one, I usually use the green one on it. Nope, that's the blue one. That's the green one. And watch this. This is so cool. I mean, it just totally lights it up. It looks all green in real life. I know it looks white on your guys' screen, but it looks really cool. And you can see how bright that is. But again, I have this huge giant handle thing on there. So it even lights up with the light on. But, you know, the idea was I'd put it in their hand. Hang on to the lightsaber. No, not the lightsaber. And then once she hangs on the lightsaber, then I would carefully aim this from a distance to get it to light up. But again, you'd have to use some kind of support so you can get it just right. Because if you don't have it just right, of course, it's not going to light up just right. So you get it all set up right before you take your picture. Now, I know my friend always laughs at me because I made my lightsaber with the bottom part big, But I've always liked that idea that it's like blasting out of the hilt. So I've made the bottom like it's blasting out and then goes to the sword. I saw it one time in a comic when I was a kid, and it's like that is how this should be. So it's like a laser blast coming out that stops. But anyway, here's your gun back, Princess Leia. I can go shoot people. All right, so that was my cool big secret that I'm working on that I wanted to show you guys. Hey Siri, lights on. Ooh, bright light, bright light. And so again, if you want to get these little lights, they're pretty inexpensive for what they are. And I got the link in the description. After you go to the link, you can find other ones like it. And again, just taking a piece of heat treat tubing like this right here, putting it on there and shrinking it down would then give you a black saber. And then you just still control the tip of it. So it's pretty basic. Anyway, I wish I could find another light bulb so I could show you the string one. It's really impressive, but I do not know where I put it. Let me check this case one more time. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, I did find it. I found it. I found my thrills on Blueberry Hills. Oh, knocking over Prince Adam. Okay. You gotta see this. You gotta see this, man. Let me pull this out. Let me just scoot this whole thing down before I get this all covered with water. I don't want to ruin my electronics with water. We'll put it here on the green. Okay, so I'm gonna take this little bulb out. Dun 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 dun. Oh, this is not the one. This is the other one. Oh, now I gotta strip this one. Ugh. Stripping Z. I have no scissors. There's some scissors. Not the best way to strip wires with scissors. Usually you should use wire strippers, but I don't have any here on me. So we'll just roll this on here. And hopefully not cut through the conductors too much. George, if you're watching, I apologize now. He's probably cringing, going, oh man, what is that Todd guy doing now? Okay, I'm going to have to do a little cut on here. Hopefully I don't cut through my conductors. Oh, almost got it. Almost got it. No, I don't have it. I just know sometimes the rubber cuts harder. There we go. There's some conductors. And yes, I'm using my fingers to close them, George. Sorry if you're watching. He is probably cringing. God, what the heck? This one will be a lot easier. This one here is just a solid wire. It doesn't have strands in it. There we go. Let's go ahead and jam this on in there. Jam on it. Jam on it. Jam on and on and on it. And we'll jam this one in the center. Fit. Fit. I should have put this one in first. Never use your fingers to spin wires because the finger oil on your fingers will ruin the wires, but I'm not planning on using this for much except for this experiment right now. I'm actually going to take the wire apart later if I use this, something like this. There we go. Okay, got that in there. And now, wait till you see this. It's so cool. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's not going to work. It's not working. All right. Let me add the polarity backwards. Which would stink if I do. It's the other wire I had it the other direction with a solid one fit into the shaft. It's going to be a lot harder to get in there. Oh, I guess it wasn't that hard at all. Okay, here we go. Let's try this one more time, shall we? We got this thing. Oh yeah, that's what it was. I saw it just blink on me. Oh, come on. Okay, you can kind of get the idea. Let me turn these lights off. Hey Siri, lights off. And again, my battery's kind of starting to die on here. But look at that. Look at that. Now, how cool would that be for a laser whip? Or even wind it up for a lightsaber and put it in a tube. That could be cool. And again, it's just still using that same little battery. Now, it's flickering off and on because of my lack of being able to connect these wires together right. But if I was to make it, I'd make it a little more solid. But you can kind of see how cool that could be. So imagine, where is that guy? Where is my whipping? Here he is. Ugh. So imagine him having that lighted whip from the movie instead of just a red tube. Way cooler. And then, like I was saying, if you were to take in you get a bigger straw, wind this together and stick it in the straw and then paint the straw with some kind of color on you on the outside, like it's red, blue, or green, then the whole lightsaber would light up, not just the tip of it. Anyway, that's what I've been playing with, in case you guys have been wondering what Hebro's been up to. I think that'll be really cool if I can get it all to work. I can't believe like these little batteries like this. I mean, that is just so cool. And again, you just change out the bulb to what you want, because this right here is just not going to do much. It just really is not. But making the whole thing light up, that's going to make it look like a laser whip. So, let's see your guys' comment. You could 3D print a clear power sword with a hollow handle or something. Yes, that would work. I'd have to print them as two separate pieces though, because the clear resin shatters really easily, and to be that thin, it would just crack. So I'd have to print the tube at a stronger material that holds the battery part, and then print the end of it with clear and a little bump in the bottom that makes for this little light to go inside of. And that's the way I'd probably do the lightsaber if I was going to do it that way. Or I would take and, just like I said, just get a whole entire tube and just wrap it around and not print it at all myself. Because like I said, these shatter really easy. I've had so many of these things break right here when I've done these. And these are actually a lot thicker there than it would be. You can see I had to use heat shrink tubing on this to block the light and make it a little stronger. But yeah, it's a long ways for that light to travel. Wow, actually that's kind of impressive that it goes as far as it did from the back of that. Imagine if it was actually stuffed inside the tube a little bit. It might actually look pretty decent. I mean, yes, not as bright as this wire right here was that now is not on. But, all right. Let's look at your guys' final comments before I end it out. A lighted Beastman whip. That could be cool too. I don't want to do the lighted Beastman whip really because we've never seen that before, but we have seen his lit up from the movie. And so, but I suppose you could do a Beastman one too. And reuse the laser whip on He-Man. So that would be kind of cool. All right. Anyway, I think I'm done cleaning up. So I think I'm going to do another video later. Now that I got, of course, it's not clean anymore. Now I got stuff all over the place, but not as bad as I did. So I will see you guys next video. Hey, Jesus, thank you. I'm mad genius. It's funny, my wife always calls me the absent-minded professor because I forget everything all the time and I'm always coming with always crazy ideas. So that's usually her nickname for me, is the absent-minded professor. So I think it's kind of funny. I actually kind of like it. All right, you guys. Hey, Siri, lights on. Okay. Oh, bright light. Bright light. Oh, I am tired today. All right, you guys. So I will see you guys next video. Thanks for joining me. And again, if you like what you see, do share it with friends. And hopefully I'll have a more concise video of my new lightsaber, either using this wire here or this kind of contraption here. But either way, I'll be using this battery pack to power it. So that will be cool. That will be so cool. Especially the whip. Oh. I haven't quite decided how many. These come in different lengths. So I may get the shorter one. But the problem is you have to have both sides connected to the battery for it to work. So if you do it just straight, and you have to have a wire coming back to reconnect it to this tip. But if you double it over and twist them together, then you have more light. See, then jam it in the tube. And if the tube is opaque with the color you want on the outside, it's just going to look really cool. It'll be nice and bright. All right, that's it, I think. I don't like it. I got scared. Wow. I didn't know that, James. No, it's not. ISIS doesn't have an R in it. Anyway, Wonder Woman's lasso. Yes. That is a great... I did think of that one time a long time ago. I forgot about it, though. But, yeah. This would make a great Wonder Woman's lasso. Yep. I guess you could do is you could take and run it and then have a thin wire going back to the other side. But that'd be cool. Yeah, you could loop it like that and then run a wire back along the edge. That could be cool. I think that's it. What happened to the broken lightning script? Did I sell him? Nope, I didn't sell him. He is... oh, there he is. He's still sitting in Castle Grayskull. I'm not going to sell him because he has two left or two right forearms. So I'm not going to sell him. So there you go. Yeah, his ankle's stiffened up nicely. So now he's not falling over all the time anymore. But the stickiness did come back a little bit, especially right on the edge right here where the tape was. There's a couple spots that are still sticky again. I put a lot of coats of clear on here too. I thought for sure I'd destroy this stickiness, but I guess I did not. Hey Jeff, just in time, we are leaving. Hey Mike. Oh, Jeff says, hey Mike, hey Todd. All right. I guess that's it. So good journey, you guys. Bye now. Siri is... There you go. Iris.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
That makes more sense than ISIS. Interesting. That is pretty cool. Thanks, James, for pointing that out. I was like, wait a minute. There's no R in ISIS. Oh, my light died. Look at that. I'm going to plug it in and charge it. All right. Bye now.